Hello, I should introduce myself. My name's Scott, and I'm a writer. It's taken me a long time to get used to saying that, but I definitely am a writer, and called Scott. I started off writing sketches and gags for live shows, and have subsequently written material broadcast on Radio 4.
Homosexuals are referred to as people who choose to be gay in a speech by Jeremy Corbyn, a man who has chosen not to be Prime Minister.
With my friend Chris Mayo, I co-wrote and co-directed 2 series of a dystopian online comedy called Mother Knows Best. And I don't want to sound like I'm blowing my own trumpet or anything, but it did win an award.
And the award goes to Mother Knows Best.
Okay, they're not here, so what happens is when someone else. So fuck them, right? Alright, yeah.
Incidentally, Chris Mayo, the co-writer and co-director and star of Mother Knows Best, has a podcast called the Big Fat Cult Movie Podcast. It's very, very good. I appear on 1 episode. I do recommend you go listen to it. I'll leave a link in the description.
Okay, let's crack on with this episode. It is a brilliant one. Scott's a fantastic guest, and the film that he has chosen for this week's episode is 1983's kitchen appliance comedy horror, Microwave Massacre.
I have been obsessed with movies since I was a kid. This is about 10% of my DVD collection. Most of the books I own are on cinema. This was a Christmas present. I even used to work at HMV. There was a period of time where if you tried to talk to me about something other than movies, I probably couldn't have done it. That time is right now. I made a lot of films when I was a student of, well, I was going to say of varying qualities there, but no, they were pretty consistent in quality. Luckily for me, they mostly contained copyrighted music, so unable to be uploaded here. I knew back then what I wanted to do, and that was to write a feature film. My first efforts, I was about 15 years old, and I wrote a buddy comedy, which is influenced by John Landis films and 48 Hours. Needless to say, it was dreadful. But the more I wrote, the better I got, and I worked myself up into a state of mediocrity. The difference is, back then, the idea of getting a film made on spec, on the quality of the script, was not that unusual. I used to send my scripts off to people. Quite often it would come back with a big FU written on it, but I was able to get people to read it. The idea of a producer spending a huge amount of money, millions of pounds, on an unknown talent these days is basically null and void. So I turned my mind to writing smaller and cheaper things. I wrote a couple of sitcoms, which stirred a little bit of interest, but not enough to turn them into a pilot. So I decided to write for the theatre, and I've written several plays, most of which have been produced. Some to critical acclaim, others critical indifference, but they've been produced. And people I don't know have seen them, and they didn't ask for their money back. So there. I also continued to send sketches to the radio, the highlight of which being this one, which was performed by Jason Manford.
Darling?
Yes, hon?
You know, we've been talking about trying to spice things up in the bedroom.
You mean like role play?
Little bit.
Or dressing up?
I was thinking about bringing other things into the bedroom.
Oh, you mean like toys?
Oh, no. This isn't a toy. You see, I was speaking to Sheila at work and she's lent me this.
Oh my God, that's a gun!
It's a revolver, to be precise.
That's not going to spice things up in the bedroom.
I thought it would be a little bit, like naughty fun.
That's not naughty fun. Naughty fun's like stockings or suspenders, not firearms.
What's naughty about stockings? Elderly people wear stockings.
But what's naughty about a gun?
Well, I don't have a licence. That's pretty naughty.
That's not naughty, that's a crime!
You're such a prude.
Stop pointing that thing at me.
Now you know how I feel.
Just put it down while you're talking to me.
Sheila suggested we play a game called Sexy Russian Roulette. What you do is you place one bullet in the chamber, spin it around, hold it to your head, and...
No, don't do that.
If it goes click, you win.
How's that different from normal Russian roulette?
It's sexy.
That in no way was sexy.
I just wanted to try something new. I mean, I thought this would add some excitement to our lives, but you don't even want to try. God, we're growing apart. We got married so young.
No, don't cry, please don't cry. It's not that I'm against the gun. Okay, if you want to try it, let's try it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, trust me, this is going to be so hot. Oh, God, here you go.
Wow, it's heavy, isn't it? I guess I just press this bit when I'm really sorry. That has never happened to me before.
And whilst I must admit hearing that broadcast on Radio 4 brought me a lot of joy, it's not a movie. And my childhood dream was to write a movie. You see, I've never been particularly good at selling myself. I'm more of a person who likes to send off the work and just let that speak for itself. If you like it, that's great. If you don't like it, well then, just put it in the recycle. I've never been a networker or a person who can schmooze people. I just wanted to work and let the work speak for itself. Unfortunately, in this day and age, that's not how things get done. Which brings me to why I've made this blog. I'm writing a movie, and I want you to come along for the ride. You see, I'm going to document everything I do, from script to screen. I'm going to be making blogs whilst I write the first draft, whilst I try and find funding, a crew, whilst we film, whilst we edit, and then marketing. Hopefully I can speak to as many people as possible to help me along the way. Even if this film ends up to be a disaster, it's still a film, and that's what I wanted to make. And hopefully these blogs will help you in making your films. Or maybe it'll just be a wonderful document of the hubris I felt as I turned 40. I'm Scott Kingsnorth, and I'm making a movie.